Hey, Rubskin here, your Sega Genesis geek, and today we're talking about the best games on the Sega CD. Yeah! Now, the Sega CD is an add-on for the Sega Genesis, which allows you to play CD games, and a lot of the games on the Sega CD weren't that great. They honestly weren't. Do it.
Yeah. Hey! Is anybody out there?
But there are some really good games on there, right? A couple real nice gems, which we're talking about today, right? And, probably what everybody seems to think is the best game on the Sega Genesis is Sonic CD. Yeah, and I get it. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog game, and it's pretty fucking cool. But, honestly, I don't think it's that great, I don't really think the levels are really laid out very well, It's hard to, zip through them and, roll and dash through the fucking levels. There's a lot of dead ends. It's just really weirdly laid out. Every level in the game is weird. And, there's a time travel aspect where you can go back in time and into the future, and I just, Sonic CD is just, as far as I'm concerned. Personally, what I think is one of the very best games on the Sega CD has got to be Snatcher. Oh, Snatcher is so fucking great. Snatcher is a game that's actually difficult to explain because it actually incorporates a lot of different gameplay styles. It's kind of like a role-playing game. It's kind of like there's actually shooter parts, right? Where you actually break out the fucking Sega Justifier and shoot at the screen. It's a lot of cool stuff in Snatcher. Kind of borrows elements from Blade Runner and other fucking science fiction stuff. It's a really fucking badass game. Oh yeah. Another game I fucking love for the Sega CD is Final Fight CD. Yeah, this is actually one of the very best versions of Final Fight. It's almost arcade perfect. It's way better than the Super Nintendo version of Final Fight, where you can only play one player. Final Fight CD allows you to play two player. It's got all the fucking shit in there. It's fucking great. Another cool game for the Sega CD is Terminator. Oh yeah, Terminator is a fucking badass game, where you actually run around in the post-apocalypse shooting at shit. It's so fucking cool. And it's got a badass soundtrack. It's a badass game. Yeah. Way better than the version of Terminator on the fucking Sega Genesis. That version kind of sucks. But the version on the Sega CD is actually pretty badass. And another game that doesn't really get a lot of attention for the Sega CD, but is totally awesome, is Dungeon Explorer, right? Now, if you're a big fan of Gauntlet, like me, I fucking love Gauntlet. It's a great game. Well, Dungeon Explorer is a lot like that. Yeah. Kind of the same kind of thing. Run around through fucking mazes and fight monsters and stuff. Pretty badass.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And another great game for the Sega CD is actually Earthworm Jim Special Edition. Yeah. It's very similar to the Sega Genesis version of Earthworm Jim, but it's been improved with better fucking animation, better sound and music. It's great. In fact, Earthworm Jim Special Edition on the Sega CD was the basis for the PC version of Earthworm Jim. And recently when they did an HD remake of Earthworm Jim, the Sega CD version was the basis for that game. Hell fucking yeah. Now, there's a bunch of other games for the Sega CD that are noteworthy, even though they're not that great. They're interesting. Like the full motion video games. The games that feature full motion video, like Night Trap. It's a classic, yeah. But it's not that great. But basically the game is, you're watching this house while these girls are doing a slumber party, right? and you try to control traps and try to protect them from these weird monsters that are trying to kill them. It's a weird game, but it's interesting, you know. I don't personally like it very much, but yeah. Actually, I think one of the best full motion video games is Sewer Shark. Yeah, Sewer Shark's great. It was actually packaged with the Sega CD when it came out, and it really is a pretty badass game. You know, it features some cool fucking sequences, just like a movie, and when you're flying through the tunnels, it's pretty exciting. Cool game.
Something down there sucked their brains out.
But you know, there's a bunch of other games that are just kind of like where you're controlling a fucking movie as it plays, right? Like Time Gal. It's a game where you're like a girl who's like traveling through time. So you got to control her, like move right, left, to fucking use a weapon in order to avoid fucking crazy shit. Oh yeah, it's got some really cool animation, but it's hard as shit. Oh yeah, it's really difficult. And I don't know, it really doesn't have much replay value. Another game that's similar to that is Revenge of the Ninja, where you're like a ninja jumping around and doing stuff. And you control the guy as he like runs around. Or really not really control him. You just gotta move in the right direction at the right time, or you fucking die. You know. Also similar to that is Road Avenger, which is like a racing game, but it's all animated, right? You gotta turn right, you gotta turn left at just the right time, or again, you fucking die. Also, you know fucking Dragon's Lair, right? That's another game where you're controlling a fucking cartoon, right? Oh, and Space Ace. Space Ace. It's like kind of the sequel to Dragon's Lair, but it's like in the future and it's out in outer space. That's a cool game too. Now, I'm not a big fan of like role-playing games. I don't really like that turn-based stuff. I find those games kind of boring. But there are some really good role-playing games on the Sega Genesis. There's Luna, which is a really cool game. From what I've heard, right? People who like role-playing games say they like Luna. It's a great game. And there's actually a sequel to that called Luna Eternal Blue, which is also really good, from what I've heard. And Shining Force CD. But Shining Force isn't exactly like a role-playing game exactly. It's more like a battle strategy game where you move guys around the fucking screen. And, yeah, interesting battle strategy game. It's a good game. And if you like that, you might also like Dark Wizard, which is another battle strategy game. But it's got some really cool animated fucking sequences. You know, there's several different characters you could choose from in Dark Wizard, and depending on which character you play as, the game is entirely different. And that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, this isn't all of the really awesome games on Sega CD. It's just some of the games that I thought were noteworthy and worth mentioning. Right? But well, what kind of games do you like on the Sega CD? You know, write me a comment down below. Well, let me know what kind of games you like for it. And until fucking next time, keep it fucking real.
Kimberly, come in. Are you okay? Oh, sure. I'm just kidnapped by aliens, that's all.
face. Get busy. Do it.
Yeah. Hey, is anybody out there?
The best type. Word.
自社無敵のスペックだ。ハイパータッチメントメガ CD。
I know where they are.
Setting up to play is easy with Sega games.
Type. Word.
Todo.